Ask Women. How do you try to lose weight whilst maintaining a body-positive mindset? It seems like the only two modes my brain functions at are I am beautiful and sexy just the way I am, so no need to change anything, time to eat a whole pizza for my second dinner, or ew, I'm disgusting and can barely look at myself, time to eat an apple and salad and call it a day. How do you be happy with how you look but still be working towards making decisions that change how you look? The mindset should be I like my body so I take care of it. Maybe the mindset should be changed. Lose weight in order to feel better physically / have clothes fit better / climb Mount Everest or whatever the goal is, rather than I wanna be skinny, because that's what others think is sexy. I think it's possible to focus on eating healthy while not focusing on losing weight. I'm beautiful the way I am and I should eat more vegetables, or whatever, for the sake of my health is a perfectly coherent perspective. Eating healthier and exercising may have the side effect of losing weight, but I find it's better for my mental health if I focus on how much better I feel when I eat a variety of vegetables and how much stronger I am when I work out, rather than using my weight as a benchmark for progress. Any changes I try to make my body aren't based on not liking how I currently look. That's not sustainable motivation, and it seems you've realized that. Instead, I focus on wanting to be stronger, wanting to be physically healthier, and, most of all, wanting to know where my body can go and what it can do. And while doing that, I do, on most days, love my body and how it looks. But because my reasons for exercising / working out are internal, rather than external, liking how my body looks doesn't make me think alright, no need to work out anymore cause I look dandy. You don't need to always be body positive in the sense that you love how your body looks. If you've put on some weight, it's totally fine to be like, damn, I don't like how this looks. Obviously, actually losing the weight takes some time and you shouldn't be mean to yourself during that time. That doesn't mean you should love your body as it is, but there's a middle ground between love and hate, which is acceptance. This is what it is and I'm changing it. Try to focus on the other stuff whilst you're losing weight. Wow, my body got me up that big ass hill. Wow, this outfit is great, etc. I think it's all about changing your motivation. I've talked about this a lot with my therapist, and I always seem to be more successful, likely to keep the habits, and mentally healthier when I approach weight loss and exercise with more positive motivations. I should go swimming today because it helps me de-stress instead of I should go swimming so I can be skinny. I'm going to take the dogs for a long walk because it makes me feel good and makes them happy instead of I'm lazy and feel guilty so I should go for a long walk. Likewise, thinking things like I'm going to eat this pizza because it's yummy and I love it, and in moderation will not hurt me instead of I'm sad and stressed out so I'm going to binge eat this whole pizza. All these things help me choose to do things in a healthy way, while also letting me indulge sometimes without guilt. It's all about balance, and focusing on benefits that aren't being skinny. The weight loss is just a nice side effect of enjoying healthy foods that I like, doing exercises I like, etc. I don't focus on aesthetics, I focus on everything else. I want to lose weight for my heart to be healthier, to have more stamina for sex, to be healthy when I decide to have kids, etc. Finding motivation outside of physical appearance is also helpful because when I have a day that I am feeling myself, it doesn't mean I can stop my diet, smiley face, smiley face. It's simplified, but I pretty much go with I'm beautiful and sexy just the way I am, let's maintain this hot body just the way it is. Or I'm beautiful and sexy, what if I got even more healthy, then I'd be unstoppable. So I'm always talking myself up and using those positive vibes to push forward into eating a healthy meal and working out. Removed. This may not be for everyone, but it worked for me. My approach was to actually take my mind off of weight loss totally. I spent so much of my life hating my body and wanted to lose weight, but fighting it wasn't working at all. I was counting my calories and macros obsessively and working out 6 days a week, usually heat cardio and lifting heavy weights on alternating days. But I actually went up a couple pounds and my measurements wouldn't budge. Then I got sick with an autoimmune disease. I was freaked out but tried to keep up with my weight loss plan. I lost no weight. Months later, I finally shifted into the mindset of I want to be healthy instead of I need to lose weight. So I stopped counting calories and macros and just ate clean. Tons of fruits and vegetables, lean meats, and whole grains, mostly rice and oats. Not that different from before, but without any tracking involved. I also stopped going to the gym and started doing yoga at home 3 or 4 days a week. And the weight just dropped off, and I got healthy. 45 pounds gone. I really wholeheartedly believe that treating myself with love instead of hate and alleviating that source of stress was huge for my weight loss. It's hard to lose weight in a state of stress. If I learned anything from this whole process, it's that I do without the body positive thing. I once read a quote that I thought was absolutely spot on. You are working on your body because you love your body, not because you hate it. The fact you're taking steps to improve your body, whether that's gaining muscle, losing fat, etc., is because you want the best for your body. Make it about what your body can do, not how it looks to other people. Make it about self-love and self-respect, your health. Stop when the returns on that start to diminish. This. Such a great question, and I resonate with it deeply. As someone who has been trying to lose weight for nearly a decade and only succeeded in the last 6 months, I can say what finally made me successful was: 1. I want to be healthy, not skinny. 2. I want to be strong, not skinny. 3. Man, I feel so much better mentally/physically/emotionally/spiritually when I eat well and exercise regularly. I should keep doing that. 4. Striving for body neutrality instead of body obsession. I think the body positivity movement helps a lot of people, but for me it was just more pressure. So my goal is to just not care more than I really should. The other day, I got dressed without a mirror and went the whole day without seeing my reflection. And it never bothered me. That was one of the most victorious moments of my healthy journey. 5. Making actual lifelong term changes instead of "I am gonna do this until I'm skinny" changes. Focus on what your body can do. It's not some meat ship designed to look good to other people, it's supposed to let you move things and do things and get places. Might also help to change your relationship to food. Food isn't bad, it's fuel. I may eat a giant waffle breakfast and think to myself, well, I guess that's why I can't lose weight, but I also then remind myself, but that also lets me move heavy things safely, which is pretty cool. Another one that sounds really cheesy is to pretend you're your best friend. Anytime you have some negative self-talk, say to yourself, hey, that's my best friend you're talking about. And hopefully at some point you won't be able to think negative things about your appearance. Finally, another one that I put to use. You like pictures of chunky cats or other animals, right? Nobody looks at those and is like, wow, I'd actually like that cat if they had a smaller tummy. Same goes for you and whatever you're feeling particularly vulnerable about. Your value is not decreased just because there's something you don't like about how you look. TBH, I stopped trying to fool myself. There are moments of feeling like I love lifting cause I like getting stronger and being fit, but I'd be lying if I said I would still do it if it wasn't completely changing my body and allowing me to not completely loathe shopping for clothes. What I do take care of though is not allowing myself to develop an unhealthy relationship with food. But I'm aware that I work out and push myself because I want to look in the mirror and like what I see. I don't mind a little negative self-image if I need to lose weight. I was up 10 pounds and happy but didn't do anything about it. If I putting on weight, I'd be at risk of heart disease or diabetes. Maybe just use it as motivation and continue healthy habits to lose the weight/get in shape. Don't waste energy stressing about stressing. Get adequate sleep. I don't think body positivity when you're out of shape is a good thing. It's okay to look in the mirror and be like, this isn't good. A second dinner or pizza for dinner isn't good. I'm honest with myself and want to be realistic about my body goals. This helps me push myself to strive for the best possible outcomes. Coddling ourselves isn't healthy. I am beautiful and wonderful as I am, but I am not static. I can change and I can decide how I want to change. You've hit one of the great paradoxes in self-acceptance versus self-improvement movements. Why do I have to improve myself when I'm fine the way I am? The answer is it depends on the place where it comes from within you. Fundamentally, the universe is a meaningless place and existence is meaningless. You might find this line of thinking depressing or alarming, but it's in fact very freeing. Nobody is forcing you to go to the gym or work out or adhere to an ideal body shape. It's mostly all social conditioning. You're free to create your own meaning in life. You're free to fully accept the way you are right now, and you should. You are fine the way you are. There is nothing you need to do to improve. Anything you do to try and improve implies that you're not okay as you currently are. When you let go like this, your authentic self comes out. After you've fully accepted yourself and who you are, do you still want to go to the gym and improve yourself? Does the idea of being a better conversationalist excite you, etc.? You shouldn't self-help to try and impress someone else or adhere to some kind of idea society has about what people should look like lest you be embarrassed. You should do it because it brings you genuine excitement. When you let go and change your mindset like this, you go from coping in life to being inspired to do things. So keeping the above in mind, why do I have to improve myself when I'm fine the way I am? The answer should be you do it because you should find it fun. You do it for your own happiness and nobody else's. If it doesn't make you happy, then why are you doing it? Focus more on the mental health, social, or self-discipline benefits of working out rather than tying it solely to weight and appearance. When you do the latter, you turn something that is meant to be positive into a punishment. Focus more on what your body can do, and less on what it looks like. You can have the same goal for entirely different motivations. For example, I want to lose 10 pounds so I can be thinner so boys will like me more is so different than I want to lose 10 pounds so I can run 4 miles instead of my usual 2 miles. When you have a motivation based on what your body can do, you start eating in a way that fuels your favorite activities. Like if I plan to go hiking later in the day, I pick a veggie egg burrito for breakfast versus French toast with loads of sugar on top. The eggs sustain me through hiking in a way that bread and sugar just doesn't. If you focus on what your body can do, you start fueling it more nutritionally, and then usually the visual changes follow as a nice added bonus. I know myself, and I'm going to eat stuff that's not so good for myself, so I say everything in moderation. Want fast food this week? Okay, I ate it, let's not do that again. Half a piece of cake, okay. Let's cut the chips/salty stuff out, and chug water like a sponge. Better. I remind myself that healthy is where I want to go, the fat around my middle is not good, diabetes and strain on my organs. Healthy so I can go upstairs without panting, ride a bike up a hill. Doing this will burn some weight off of me, which makes me smile more, therefore keeping up on the healthier eating. Body positivity is not body complacency. You can still be at peace with the body you have and realize that you also want to change it. This is something I have been working on really hard. I have lost 25 pounds since January. I have a history of eating disorders, so this time I have been really focusing on doing it properly. For me, the biggest difference has been that I am learning to look at my body and its weight as the reflection of my choices over time. This sounds obvious, but for some reason, before I did not have it so clearly in my mind. I have learned to make systemic changes. Small changes over time. I no longer bring food into my house if it is not in my diet. This is a big one. I am becoming more strict with myself about eating times. No more eating after 8 p.m. The hardest part about losing weight is the time that it takes. It can take a long time to see results. This can feel very, very frustrating. That's why it's so important to focus on the small, everyday changes. That way, you can feel a sense of accomplishment/completion even if you don't immediately see numbers change. The time thing can be a blessing. If you go over your calories, you can realize that it isn't the end of the world. It is just one day that you failed at your goals. Tomorrow's another day. As for my dietary changes, I stopped drinking alcohol, and cut out processed carbs. I did keto for a bit but relaxed it after 3 months. I got results but decided a strict keto diet wasn't for me. Now I eat low carb with an emphasis on fresh veggies. The most body positive thing you can do is make healthy choices. For me, it helps to reframe what body positivity is. Be body positive, as in, treat your body with the positivity it deserves. Give it healthy food that makes it stronger. Give it the exercise that helps it to flourish. Your body is amazing and does so much, including making you beautiful and sexy. So love your body and take care of it, like you take care of other things you love. Does that help at all? We really just need to dismantle diet culture mentality entirely. Stop punishing yourself for not being able to fit an old pair of jeans and just buy some new ones. Tell yourself that you deserve clothes that fit. Work out because you want to stay active. You can have a body-positive mindset by not viewing yourself as a number on a scale, and rather look at your body as something that keeps you alive. Don't define your body by its size and number. I just tell myself I feel lighter/healthier today than I did yesterday. Don't compare yourself to your 15-year-old figure, that's going to leave you feeling defeated. Just compare to yesterday. One day at a time. Motivational poster I've seen, I exercise because I love my body, not because I hate it. I want to live long and experience as much as possible, and everything feels better when I'm eating well and being, whatever level, as active as I can, so that mindset works for me. Routine and not doing anything to excess. I know my self-control around sweets and junk food is bad, so I don't buy them, and I just exercise more so I feel less in the mood to eat crap. I still don't have the ideal body, but I'm not embarrassed by what I have, and it's from working hard to maintain it. I enjoy the exercise I do, so it's not work to lose weight and tone up. You have to accept seeing your body as it is. Weight loss in the real world isn't going from fat to slim, it's going from fat to slightly less fat over a long period of time. If you can't accept seeing a fat body for the time being, you're much more likely to give up when you don't see dramatic results right away. If you're outright binging and restricting, I would strongly encourage you to seek professional help. Willpower doesn't get you very far when you have disordered eating, any more than it gets you productive when you have untreated depression. Set a goal for yourself and focus on the progress you're making rather than comparing yourself to everyone else. For me, it helped not just focusing on losing weight but building more muscle, which I needed due to chest and lower back pain. Eat better, drink more water and sleep more. Losing weight takes time, and you can do it in healthy and unhealthy ways. However, eating right and being good to your body is something you can do at any time. I love to feel healthy and strong, and losing weight and feeding my body well helps. Feeling somewhat hungry is a positive feeling. I'm adapting my body to more optimal functioning. When I'm slimmer, my brain fog lifts, and I am less tired and work better, dance nicer, and my mirror is prettier. It's pro-me effort, like learning a new language, or having a haircut that boosts confidence, wearing expensive lingerie that supports me well, or taking a course that improves my work. It's like comparing cotton and silk, being on heavier and skinnier side. Both are good, and I don't mind either. I'll gladly wear both, and I'll enjoy comfort of cotton, but damn if I can have silk, I'll have it. Does that make sense? Starting to exercise regularly really helped me. I go to one of those spin studios that scores you for that class, and having a goal to reach each class and then starting to feel healthier and stronger as I got into better shape helped focus everything better for me. I haven't really lost weight, but I've gained muscle and don't worry about feeling too fat, etc. anymore. I try to keep my mindset about health/how I feel versus how I look. For example, I know from my own experience that some foods make me feel bloated the next day or make me break out, so I don't avoid those because I'm trying to maintain or lose weight. I avoid them because I feel better if I do. I really try to stay away from labeling any food as bad versus good because I just don't find that productive for myself. I think there's a time and place for any type of food in moderation. Same with exercising. I try to focus on the aspects I like best. Moving relieves stress, it gives me an excuse to spend time outdoors, it helps take my mind off of deadline/work/whatever for an hour, I sleep better, etc. Losing weight or changing how I look is a byproduct of the larger picture for me, which is just trying to live a healthy, happy life full of balance, where sometimes I eat a delicious salad for lunch and sometimes I eat a piece of cake. I think it helps if you try to change your mindset from what your body looks like to the amazing things that your body can do if you push yourself. Like climbing a mountain or running a marathon, those are awesome goals to work toward, and your body will transform during the process. How do you feel after you eat 2 pizzas? I've been noticing how shitty/gassy/bloated/miserable I feel after eating crappy food, and it's helping me make better decisions. An example that works for me is that I love coffee. The smell, the taste, holding the hot cup in my hands, but coffee gives me migraines. Not drinking coffee is the easiest thing in the world for me because I feel like shit after I drink it and my day is totally effed up. Could you start to notice how you feel after you eat crappy food and have that guide your decisions? I have recently changed my mindset in order to be more motivated to lose weight. I used to try to be positive and love myself as I was, but it was kind of deluding myself into thinking I looked better than I did, and I didn't work out. I also used to think my boyfriend was too hard on himself when he called himself fat. When to me he was just a bit chubby, but he said to me that chubby is still fat, it's all just different levels, and he's not putting himself down, he is just being realistic. It might seem a bit silly, but it actually helped me to realize that I am a bit fat and I'd like to do something about it, without putting myself down and making myself feel awful. I also think to myself that I could be so much healthier and hotter if I work at it. I also want to have some darn strength in my arms so I can actually be of some use when we have to move. He told me he'd rather I take care of the cats and clean while they do the lifting because I'll just get in the way. He wasn't being mean, it's very true, haha. I'd also like to fit into my old clothes and look pretty in summer dresses. I'll be too late for that this year, but at least I'll be good and ready for next year. As someone who's going through a weight loss journey and a pretty major one too, I struggled with this until one day I realized the reason I wanted to lose weight was because I do really love my body even through right now it's obese. I made it obese by hating it, and so now I'm focusing on loving my body as it is because it didn't deserve what I did to it, and despite the pressure I put on it is healthy. Of course I have bad days where I hate how I look in something or whatever, but ultimately I don't like losing weight because you hate your body. All bodies are beautiful, big or smaller. Not everyone is overweight because they are lazy and overeat. A lot of people are overweight because of mental traumas and use food to cope, much like I do. So I've started to wire my brain into a sort of, do you really want to eat that and put your body through processing that? Or do you want to eat this and feed your body something it can use? It helps me appreciate and respect my body, and I'm losing weight because of this. Basically, as weird as it might sound, I don't let my brain bully my mind anymore. Our bodies do so much for us. So yeah, I'm gonna wear the hell out of this size 20 tons shirt because I love it, and in a few months hopefully it will be way too big for me. Look after your body like you would a child. Don't insult it, feed it so it has lasting energy, treat it every now and then. Don't blame your body for what your mind caused. Not sure if that helps, but as someone who's struggled with food all her life, this is working for me. I love myself. Because of that, I want me to be the best self I can be. Right now that means watching what I eat and working out. Now I'm stronger, I feel more powerful and confident, and I love myself more. It's a positive feedback loop. And I try to not look down on myself where I am, instead I focus on my progress. Progress is progress, and I try to be proud of myself for each step. I have really been struggling with this same question lately. I've been passionate about the body positive/fat positive communities for the past several years and very anti-diet culture because of its harmful effects on people, etc. But recently I've noticed some unhealthy things about my own body that I need to stop right now before they get worse, especially because I'm so young, and so I've started counting calories, which I see as a less bad version of dieting since it's essentially just very conscientious portion control with a weight loss goal in mind. But how do I reconcile this with my previous fat-positive mindset? I don't have an answer for you. I have the same question. And I know I'll have a bunch of people responding about how god-awful it is to be fat-positive, so I'm going to roll my eyes at you in advance. I feel like you can have a positive mindset while still wanting to better yourself. Think about it like, I'm gonna eat this salad, but it's okay if I eat this pizza. I want to do better and exercise, but as long as I feel okay with myself, that's alright. As difficult as it may be, your mindset has to change. Instead of thinking you have to be skinny because that's what everyone wants, change it to something like losing weight to feel better mentally or physically. Well, both of those extremes are disordered eating. Trying to eat healthy and have a calorie deficit doesn't mean you have to deprive, punish, or starve yourself. Experiment and find meals that you enjoy and find filling and are nutritionally dense. I like baked salmon and asparagus or egg white, tomato, and bell pepper omelet. If you don't know how to cook very well and can afford it, I recommend starting with a meal plan delivery service. I used Plated for almost a year, and now I have a bunch of recipes and have practiced cooking different sauces and meats. They have very healthy and filling recipes largely made up of protein and veggies. When it comes to exercise, I focus on trying to feel strong and powerful, not on feeling skinny or aesthetically pleasing. I try to beat my last reps or weights or try to run further, harder. I've found that it is better to use something other than appearance as your motivation for losing weight. Using appearance comes with baggage. You are measuring yourself by social standards, and it will never wholly be something that you do for you. And if you need to lose a lot of weight, I have found that it creates hurtful thoughts. In my case, I have lost 100 pounds, and I have found that friends and family have been nicer to me since I have. So I find myself wondering if I wasn't enough for them previously because of my size. It's the only thing that changed. You will maintain a body-positive mindset if you can steer clear of that sort of thinking. In my case, I have played sports for many years and prefer being able to play sports over going to a gym. So that is my goal. I'm losing weight so I can better enjoy something that I love doing. No one can taint that outlook, and the only measurement of progress is by my standards. It's things like knowing that I could run 30 seconds more this week than I could last week. It's getting to balls that I was not athletic enough to get to last month. Think about a motivator that has nothing to do with other people and make that your goal. For me, it really just comes down to the fact that I don't want to buy a whole new wardrobe to fit my new body. I have a bunch of beautiful dresses that I bought when I was thinner that I would really like to wear again. I actually like my body right now and I feel like it's been a good experience for me, but I'm ready to be the best version of myself, and that means pushing myself to get healthy, not just skinny. It's also been interesting for me as I feel like the styles I liked when I was a 0 are not the same styles that flatter me as a 6. Yikes, this was not a great year and I just realized how much I gained in such a short time frame. Before I could go look online for clothes and know that the way the garment looked on the model would be pretty close to how it looked on me, but now I really understand the need for more inclusive modeling in a way that is more personal. Also, after always wanting to have cleavage and larger boobs, I now miss being able to wear lower cut tops without feeling exposed. So I have learned a lot about loving my body as I have gained this weight, but I also recognize that I gained this weight because I was in a bad place mentally. Getting to be in a good place mentally means that I also need to focus on the physical side of my wellness. And I want to wear my pretty dresses. Anyways, that was a weird rant, but those are my thoughts. For me, I have to get rid of the lose weight goal entirely. It is too triggering. Instead, I try to frame better choices as, I feel better when I eat more fruits, veggies, and lean protein, and when I exercise. I try to view weight loss as a bonus, rather than the end-all be-all, because it is far too easy to either get discouraged or feel like a total failure. Plus, if lose weight is my goal, there's a risk that once I reach my goal weight, all the healthy choices I made to get there will go out the window. Never start a fitness goal to lose weight. Set a fitness goal to feel better or accomplish a goal like a marathon or doing a pull-up. I heard a story that when Michelangelo worked, he saw his finished sculpture in the marble and just chiseled the pieces off until it took its proper form. I have a mirror up in front of treadmill, and think of this idea when I work out or turn down sweets. I am not trying to change my body, but working to achieve my full artistic form. I'm trying to lose weight right now, so I get it. I like to focus on a specific fitness goal. For example, right now I'm trying to do more push-ups. As I lose weight, push-ups are easier, so I can do more. If I focus more on what I can do when I lose weight, as opposed to looking better, I can see myself as attractive the whole way along the process. Say to yourself, I love my body, therefore I should treat it right. I won't put junk into it, and I will exercise for my body and mind. The more you do it, the better you'll feel and the more you will like your body. There doesn't need to be anything other than positive thoughts. You have the mindset of my body is perfect how I want it to be. If you want to lose weight, well, still tell yourself it's perfect, you just want to maintain it. Whenever I want to lose weight, I don't say to myself that I am disgusting or other negative things. I state the fact that I gained a few pounds and it is time to hit the gym to get myself back to fit. That's it. I don't beat myself up for it, or start being upset with it. It is the same attitude as with sleep. Oh shoot, I really need to get back at going to bed early. Again, no beating up or negativity, just the new task for the day/week. I also take it one day at a time. I love myself and I take care of the things that I love. I love myself, so I exercise to strengthen the muscles in my body, including my heart. I love myself, so I feed myself appropriate amounts of nutritious food. I love my family and friends and I want to spend as much time with them as possible. I love myself, so I take care of my mental health, and this includes raising my mood with endorphins and not alcohol. Personally, I just try to keep my weight in a place that makes me happy. For me, if I make myself happy with my body, then I work harder to maintain that. But when I gain weight, which happens a lot, I'm kinda lazy. I work hard to return to the weight that makes me happy. It's a weird sort of limbo. I don't really set a weight goal for myself, I just keep going till I can look in the mirror and say, hey, I like that. I focus on improving my health, not losing weight. It shifts my mindset from, I'm being punished, to I am rewarding my body. I love my body, so I'm going to take care of it by getting healthy. The body positive mindset is, I love my body, so I'm going to chisel it the exact way I want and be healthy. Could view obesity as something harming your body. You don't have to be positive about obesity. Just realize it's something separate from your body. If you get rid of obesity, you'll still have your body. What I have done is focus on the health of losing weight, not the aesthetics of it. I'm 30 pounds down, 20 more to reach my first goal. I unintentionally started intermittent fasting because of my work schedule, so I've been losing some water weight pretty fast from that. Being able to fit into an old pair of high-waisted jeans was rewarding because I remembered a time where I felt I was suffocating in them. So, I think, to me, seeing that clothes can fit me better if I lose some weight is helpful. It's not necessarily about looking skinnier in clothes to feel beautiful but about feeling more comfortable in my clothes. I'm currently struggling with this, it's so hard. I don't have any great answers, but one thing that I'm trying, shout out to my therapist for suggesting it, is to approach each day by asking what would make my body feel good/strong/alive today? Rather than pushing myself to complete a specific workout to achieve some future weight/aesthetic goal. Make a goal about what your body can do, not look like. Like hiking, running, keeping up with kids, etc. Also, mindsets like this may help. I love my body, and want to respect it, so I'm going to give it the nutrients it needs, which is not this whole pizza. I love to eat. I find I can eat more of what I want without feeling too guilty when I'm working out too. I have learned so much from YouTube tutorials. I became better at whatever exercises I learned about and also found a lot of motivation watching healthy women kill it at the gym. It inspires me. The first couple weeks are hard, but exercise is a great way to lose weight and love your body. The thing I liked the best was focusing on healthy food and micronutrients in order to prepare my body for the healthy baby I want in a few years. I recently lost 20 pounds by making a diet change for my husband who was diagnosed pre-diabetic. I was fine with my body beforehand, but having clothes fit that haven't fit in years was exhilarating. I think your reasoning behind changing diet needs to be more than I discussed myself. I need to lose weight. I would start by making healthy choices and treating unhealthy foods, like delicious pizza, as the treat that it is. Not only does this help me make better choices when it comes to meals, I will also go out of my way for the best pizza, because if it is going to be a treat it better be goddamn delicious. I feel like it's definitely achievable. You love your beautiful body so much you'll feed it with beautiful and nutritious food to sustain it. Or maybe it's a fixer-upper with great bones but the bathroom is a weird brown color and the kitchen just doesn't fit your style, so you'll fix it up with some paint and maybe get some outside help to be more comfortable in your home. After all, you spend a lot of your time there, might as well be comfortable and like what you see. For me it's been a sort of I love my body and it deserves to be taken care of. Almost like you'd think of your pet and give them healthy food and walk them. With a bit of I love what I can do currently and I want to continue to be able to do the things I enjoy when I'm old. A lot of it is just thinking of it all in functional not aesthetic terms. I have a photo of myself from about a year ago where I thoroughly admire how strong my back looked and how good my butt and shoulders looked. I don't even know what I weighed then, tbh. So instead of focusing on a number, my goal is to train my body back to that condition or better. I take a photo in the same clothes every 2 weeks so I can compare every so often how my progress is going, and as long as I'm seeing some kind of minor change and stay mindful to the soreness in my limbs, that's telling me I work those muscles to their limit. I know I'm working towards my goal of being stronger and a better version of myself and can stay focused. Reframe your thoughts from being I want to lose X pounds to focusing on how good it feels to know you pushed yourself to a new limit and you can feel it the next day, I guess. Appreciate what your body is now and know it's your motivation that's going to make it even better. It's a lot easier for me to see my big soft thighs as badass powerhouses that can handle a 60 minutes workout based around squats because they can, even if they don't look like it. I see my untoned shoulders and think how good my future sleeve will look as long as I stay consistent with working on them. I can ignore that my waistline isn't what I want when I see I can still rock a tucked-in shirt with a pair of my favorite jeans and feel confident in it. If you find out, please let me know. Smile. Losing weight doesn't have to mean you hate your body. It means you respect it and love it and cherish it. You want to keep it healthy, take stress off your joints and organs, move easier and faster, have clearer skin and more energy, etc. Body positivity goes beyond the way your body looks. Be grateful for what it does for you, how it moves, how it keeps blood pumping and air circulating. Know that your worth isn't defined by your body but in how you treat it. It's the feeling that our body is beautiful and perfect no matter what it looks like, and furthermore that we don't need our body to look a certain way to be happy, because our happiness isn't defined by our body shape, it's defined by our thoughts. Be kind to your soul, to your tummy, to your thighs, to your brain, to the bits of arm fat that jiggle when you wave to a friend. These are parts of you and they are human and they are beautiful. Recognize that you are lovable now, as you are. Losing weight will not change that, but you can still lose weight if you want to. Only you can decide what your body needs. I don't make weight loss the goal. I make one goal: to eat healthfully, no white food, no refined sugar, nothing deep fried. Whole grain starches are fine, as are sugars from fruit, because other nutrients come with those foods. And no booze. Alcohol is the worst for empty calories. Eat 2/3 protein and veggies, 1/3 starch. Then I set a fitness goal. To be able to dance through a 7-minute song. To be able to do 50 push-ups a day. To be able to do 15 pull-ups. To have a flat front split. To have a flat middle split. To have a nice straight arm back bend/bridge. All those things require cardio, strength training, and flexibility training. If I'm consistent with my diet and consistent with the workout, I'm focused on achieving those goals, and it becomes not at all about what I weigh or how my clothes fit. And before I know it, I'm shopping for smaller pants. If you're focused on losing weight, in my personal opinion, it should be for health. That's how I'm, at least. I'm pretty, and I care about myself, which is why I focus on eating healthy and trying to lose weight, so I'm not as risk for as many health issues. Also, you can think something is good, but still want to improve it. Enjoyment and change are not polar opposites. I am brutally honest with myself at all times. I accept the fact that I am not happy with the way I look and recognize that I do not feel sexy and confident with my extra pounds. However, I do feel proud at the fact that I'm taking care of myself and working hard towards my goals, which shows in the progress pics I keep taking. That way, each time I look at them, I don't think, "Oh wow, I'm a fat whale," but "Hey girl, you're getting there. Good job." Wrapping myself in lies doesn't make me feel better. It just makes me feel sad and ridiculous for having tried. Not a women, have trained women. I focus on getting stronger, feeling better and moving better as opposed to weight loss. It just changes the goal and focus, and I've had lots of success with it. Feel free to ask any questions if you have any. I love and respect myself enough not to settle for how good I am right now. I love myself the way I am. I'm proud of myself for how far I've gotten, but I would be short-selling myself if I stopped now and didn't try to get even better. I forgot where I heard this, but it is a paraphrased version of something someone said. I wasn't in reference to just losing weight, it was in reference to any skill or hobby you had to work at. Come to r/loseite. There are tons of good resources on this and the whole weight loss journey. Everyone is super supportive, and I guarantee we've all been where you are right now. It takes a bit to shift your thinking. I exercise because I love my body and want to take care of it. I want to be strong, capable, and meet my goals. I want to be able to play this sport/play with my kids/be of a clearer mind/be energetic. I don't want to be frail, and I want my body to hold up better to time. I have less pain and less difficulty in this body in comparison with before. My knees have fewer problems when I weigh less, and also I like jumping rope. I want to gain muscle. I want to be more fit. I want to take care of my body as I would take care of a child, nourish it, help it grow, and cheer when it gets stronger. This body was entrusted to me and I'm going to take care of it. I feel like a lot of getting healthy has a loss aspect to it, but I like to flip the script. I'm not losing weight, I'm gaining muscle. I'm not thinning down, I'm increasing my energy. I'm not doing this because other people want me to. I'm doing it because I don't like having so many aches/bad sleep/not being able to run up a flight of stairs/whatever. Take it a step further and frame it as you're looking forward to it. I get to go outside and run through the grass. I get to see what my body can do. I get to go on adventures and find things hiking. I get to get delicious foods that make me feel good. I get to. Not I have to. When I step into a pharmacy, I pay close attention to the people who are obviously extremely unhealthy, mostly older people. I look at how they suffer every single second. Obviously, not every illness is caused by an unhealthy lifestyle, but a healthy lifestyle decreases the chances of suffering when you're old significantly. Skinny or not, I don't want to suffer for 20 years before I die. Motivational speaker mode on. Loving yourself is showing up for yourself in all aspects of your life. Nothing wrong with spoiling yourself with a bit extra here and there, but you have to take the best care of yourself you can. No matter what your size is, you want to be healthy and strong. You want to give yourself a good night's sleep, you want to take care of your inner organs and give your body nutrition it needs to allow your brain to work fast, to let your blood flow through your veins, and to let your heart support you through many more years. Starving yourself will only make you drowsy and depressed. Shoving ungodly amounts of processed foods in your body will make you drowsy and depressed too. Give yourself the gift of long healthy, happy life. Realistically, what does your body need to support you in your lifestyle? Vitamins, salts, protein, water, and even some sugar. Food is fuel to your body before it's a treat to yourself. On a side note, I once gained 50 pounds and didn't even notice it, until I stepped on a scale and couldn't believe it. I realized I can probably get lost in the woods and survive for a good 3 months on all the fat my body had, without any food. Made me change my perspective a lot. You can love yourself for where you are right now and still want to improve and get better. Well, the main motivation is not really about how I look, it's about how I feel. And that, for me, is actually more rewarding. When I treat my body right, I feel better a bit more every day, even when I'm not noticing much change in the way that I look. Gotta treat looking better as a bonus on the inside. I focus on ability, not aesthetics. Focus on valuing your body for the things it can do rather than what it looks like. You want to be strong and healthy more than anything else, right? The reality is that people can be skinny and look like shit, and they can be overweight and look great. How you look depends just as much, if not more, on how you dress and carry yourself than it does on what size and shape you actually are. So this is the mindset that worked for me when I started to lose weight. I had to realize that it was okay to not like how I looked. As long as I wasn't basing my self-worth off my appearance, I could still love myself and admit I had a problem. I wasn't happy with my body because it wasn't me. I didn't see myself when I looked in the mirror. I saw a woman I didn't want to be. This is what I told myself. I love myself, and therefore I owe myself better than this. I'm going to treat myself well, which means losing weight until I'm healthy. It's okay for me to not like the way my body looks. It's unhealthy, and seeing it reminds me it's unhealthy, which no one wants. But I love myself, and because I love myself, I want to change. You can love yourself and still want to change. You're not forced to love yourself exactly as you are before you're allowed to change. That doesn't make any sense. That's why we better ourselves. We realize there's a part of us we don't love, and we're allowed to not love parts of ourselves without hating who we are as a person. I have bad habits, and I don't like that part of myself. But I care about myself and love myself, so I will take actions to change to better myself. Just turn your carbs. I really benefit from a mindset of incremental improvement. Very few lasting changes happen quickly, so it's important to make gradual changes and let yourself settle into a routine before signing up for more than is sustainable. That, coupled with a willingness to forgive yourself for your shortcomings, both in terms of your fitness goals and the imperfections you see in your body, is something that's helped me recognize what's really important, putting in genuine effort towards self-improvement. If you're only losing weight for vanity reasons, I don't think you can do that. It's not a problem of what you eat, it's a problem of how much you eat it. For example, if you eat pizza every week, you're going to gain some weight, but if you eat it once a month while skipping a month and working out, you can lose some. Don't forget to eat good. I try to focus on how I feel more than how I look. Tough to do sometimes, but I try, and on taking care of my body like I would another person. For example, I think my body deserves healthy food and exercise rather than I need to eat better so my body looks different. The impulse part of my brain is almost like a kid that I have to look after. The kid wants junk food and sugar, and the kid can have it every now and then, but the kid will feel a whole lot better if they eat healthy food most of the time. Because I care about the kid, I redirect it towards healthier choices as much as I can while still allowing some leeway sometimes. That way, it's less about not liking my current body and more about wanting to be as healthy as possible. Just like others, I focus on the health part. I like to be in control of my eating. I track calories and what I eat in order to be sure that I don't eat too much and that I don't impulsively eat something that is not good for me. I'm just mindful. I also try to better my relationship with sport. I do small 7-minute exercise every day and go for a run a few times a week, or just do something sporty so that I improve my stamina and just move. Also, I track how much water I drink so that my body is hydrated enough. Just the control I have of all this makes me feel better and more confident. Even though my body is by no means perfect, I have certainly found it harder to love myself as I've lost weight, which seems to be the opposite of what should happen. I get hypercritical and have body dysmorphic thoughts when I'm losing weight. I generally have to snap out of it with "I've never cared about the size of my calves, or other body part, before, why care now?" Sometimes it helps to work on a specific goal or reason to get in shape/stronger. Very seriously try the keto diet, but the strict version. It will take an effort, but once the ketosis kicks in you will find that your hunger that keeps you rampage eating will disappear. Sounds like crap, but it's amazing to go from not being able to leave a food market without something chocolate to forgetting to have lunch, dinner or breakfast because you just weren't even thinking about food. Better yet, having to force yourself to eat something because you know you should, yet keep putting off till you're really hungry. I don't really think, or eat, in extremes like that. My ongoing weight loss attempt is more like May. I look okay I guess, but I think I looked and more importantly felt better when I was lighter. I've been gaining weight and that's not a good direction. Time to start monitoring what I eat, shrink the portions and cut back on the booze and sweet stuff a bit. Tomorrow, which is why my weight still is what it is, Lamau. But I don't think it's good to yo-yo between eating with reckless abandon and super strict starvation diets. I feel pretty good about myself, but it doesn't manifest in gluttonous behavior because I just don't feel good about it. I always have this feeling that it's not good for me. Me, not my waistline. But also because I start gaining weight really rapidly the moment I start stuffing myself or having whole pizzas at one go or whatever, so it's just not the way to go ever, even when I'm at my target weight. It's like no need to change anything, I still gotta take care I won't start gaining. And when I realize I need to lose weight, it's not really I'm disgusting either, just I've gotten too heavy. Wonder where I'm getting the calories from. As someone who has lost a lot of weight, from a high of 240 pounds to a low of 138, and kept it off, average is 145, for 2+ years. I cannot stress enough the link between weight and mental well-being. I'd lost weight before because I wanted to look good. It wasn't until I realized that I wasn't happy with my life that I lost weight and kept it off. Looking good is for other people. When you decide that your body doesn't fit the life you want, then you'll start making better choices and weight loss suddenly becomes like a boulder rolling downhill. You'll start feeling better and moving more, and before you know it you're binge eating carrots instead of chips and going for a hike when you're bored instead of watching TV. I'm a guy, but I've lost over 25 pounds in a few months because of this. Every day I maintain my new healthy lifestyle adds a week to my life expectancy. It has nothing to do with how I look. Looking healthier is certainly a bonus, but it wouldn't motivate me. Also, I have a carb addiction. After realizing this, I cut out carbs and wrote it out no matter what. I did put a hole in a wall, but other than that, after 3 days I was pretty much clean. I wish I had tried this 10 years ago. I get some temptation, but without constant consumption of carbs, it's much easier to resist. Not eating carbs made me not want to eat anything. I force myself to eat 1,400 calories a day, only because I keep hearing that eating less really will make me sick. I'm 6 feet 4 inches. Don't focus on it too much, and find something that you enjoy doing and eating. Like I found a lot of substitutes like broccoli rice, salad wraps, courgette noodles that I like as much as rice, wraps and spaghetti, so I enjoy eating them. So preparing healthy meals is something to look forward to, and losing weight is just an added bonus, so to speak. And I really like playing certain sports, so doing that isn't to lose weight, but to have a good time. Again, the exercise is an added bonus. So basically my life doesn't revolve around losing weight. Strength training. The way I got the mindset of my body is awesome, I am gonna take care of it was to focus on strength rather than weight. And I focused on calories too, but for me there is a world of difference between just watching calories and watch calories, protein intake and my sporting results. For me strength works because I gain confidence from what I can do, rather than how I look. But the point is to focus on doing something, sporting, enough protein, rather than not doing something, eating too much. One of my favorite Buddhist master quotes. You are perfect the way you are and have a lot of work to do. For me it's remembering that everything is a process, including liking your body. Not liking your body is really painful, and it's hard to just snap from hating yourself to body positivity. So if there are already things that you like about your body, that's great, and I would focus on the mindset of maximizing the positives rather than eliminating the negatives. Like I want to lose weight, But when I focus on losing weight, it makes me feel terrible and really demotivates me from going to the gym. But if I think instead about how exercising makes me sleep better, or makes my skin better, or eating less sugary things will help my teeth and improve my mood, I don't feel nearly as bad about myself. Doing this means that there are still things I don't like about my body, but they don't become the sole focus anymore, and I have a more balanced view of my body, that, like with everything, it cannot be perfect. It has lovely bits and bits that make me sad, but the sad bits absolutely shouldn't have the power to ruin my day or affect my choices. I don't think it's necessary to be body positive if my weight gets to the overweight range. It's not healthy and doesn't look good, so I'm not going to pretend it's a good thing. Woman shrugging. Thank your body for all that it does for you. Ooh, sparkles. Photos. I take one of myself in my undies for keeping track of my changes. I do this every month, did it every week before. Then I take 3 to 4 pics of myself dolled up. I keep them in a folder together with the month and numbers on them. I'm beautiful like this, but look how far I came in such a short time. That's the feeling I want to give myself. Check out Brooke Castillo. She got started as a life coach specifically working on this issue, how you can't hate yourself to a healthy body. You have to start by changing your thoughts about your body and figuring out why you overeat in the first place. It is incredibly eye-opening. I hope you can get something great from her too. Some URL. The podcast Well-Fed Women has so many great episodes about this and similar topics. I've been big all of my life. Diet. Lose weight. Gain weight. Diet. It turned out to be a vitamin deficiency and a low thyroid, so if you haven't gone yet, check with your doctor. Lately I've been unable to move around like I was before and I've gained weight again. Know what? I don't care. It'll happen when you're ready. Do it for yourself, not them. Dress in clothes that fit your body type. Stand straight. Smile. If someone tries to body shame you, there are a dozen comebacks. And remember this, no one can make you feel bad unless you let them. It takes a little practice, but you can do it. To me, a body positivity mindset is about loving and respecting your body. Not loving in a "I look hot" superficial way, but in a "you have taken me this far, I've put through so much and we're still here, I'm taking care of you." Never calling it gross, never looking at yourself and saying you. Just be honest with yourself about what you've done to your body and what it deserves. Losing weight comes with other insecurities too. I say this as someone who has seen both ends of the spectrum, skinny and fat. You have to love your body for what it does for you. If you adopt a more performance-minded approach, you will likely see greater success. Enjoying the process of exercising for the sake of exercising and improving will both help you pick a sport/exercise you like and capable of sticking to, but also make the journey a lot easier. As a lot of others on this thread mentioned, it's taking care of it because you decide to love yourself, body included. From my perspective, things changed when my sister, who is just a little older than me, got the stern warning from her doctor that she's pre-diabetic. I've been having so many stomach issues and hormone issues since I've gained weight. This summer, with the added caution from my sister's news, I decided enough is damn enough. My body as my temple doesn't resonate with me because I don't love myself enough yet, but thinking of my body like a small defenseless puppy does. The puppy needs warmth, nutrition, sleep and exercise. You wouldn't yell at a puppy for making a mistake or getting in somewhere it shouldn't, but you would be firm in trying to limit the risks of it happening again. So I keep taking my puppy/body for walks. You don't give 150% every day, but you do need exercise every day, and I keep meal prepping. You can prep every meal, and setting sleep alarms, not just wake-up alarms. I try and do breathing exercises when anxiety hits me, or hug my pillow or read. I'll watch YouTube. Clean. I'll do something other than eat because I recognize that food for me in part has been a way to numb every emotion, from happiness to despair. TL doctor, start loving your inner puppy today, until you're ready to do healthy things just for loving yourself. I'm thinking more of I want to be strong and I'm gonna work on pull-ups, legs, climbing ability, whatever, and less of I hate how fat my thighs are. Try not to compare yourself to others, it only leads to sadness. I recommend checking out Brooke Castillo too. Diet, exercise, and make sure you're very patient and remember that it'll take time. One of my favorite exercise quotes is, "Exercise is a celebration of what my body can do, not a punishment for what I ate." I use this as I'm celebrating my body and its abilities, but it is very much okay for me to want to be able to do more things, for example run faster, lift heavier, etc. And in order to do those things I need to eat healthier and do exercise. I have been yo-yo dieting and the only thing that helped is understanding I am taking care of my weight because I want to be healthy. Extra weight is health issues down the road, that is all. Take the focus away from losing weight and put the focus on being healthier. Focus more on exercise and healthier choices rather than full-on restrictive diet. Small changes are a lot easier. More veg, swap white bread for wraps, make takeaways etc. How do people work out but still don't hate their body? They see progress they couldn't imagine before. They like their body BC of how it evolves, not how it looks/works. The only time I've ever had weight to lose is after my pregnancy. I walked a ton. It really helped. Also low carb/no carb, you'll feel great. Without trying to be harsh, I'd say the simple version of my answer to your question is not. Now for the longer version. First of all, it's great that you're trying to be more positive about your body. Well done, that's a big step to have taken mentally. I understand that you still have that nagging diet culture voice at the back of your mind. Most of us do, it's a tough one to get rid of. What I'd say is, let go to the focus on weight loss. It's inherently not body positive. And yes, while lower weight and health have been linked, you can still be overweight and healthy, and at an average weight and unhealthy. Like most of us, you're probably wanting to lose weight because you want to be healthy. That's completely understandable. When you don't directly link weight and health, it becomes easier to make choices that are, added up in the long run, beneficial to your physical health. Go for a run, eat a salad, get those endorphins flowing. However, don't restrict yourself in what you eat. I personally found that I crave less nutritionally dense, or bad, foods less now that I allow myself to have them if I want to. Check in with yourself and see if you really want a piece of cake because you want it, or because you feel like you should want it because you may have deprived yourself of it in the past. What also helped for me was ditching the scale. Just throw it out. Your weight is quite unimportant. BMI has been proven to be grossly outdated and irrelevant. If the knowledge that you may have gained a few pounds makes you feel bad, don't expose yourself to that every month, week or even day. In that case it's bad for your mental health, which is as if not more important as your physical health. And most importantly remember that it's all a process. It took me going through the stages of self-hatred, radical body positivity, more self-hatred, falling back into diet culture, eating all the cake, and trying to conform to yet another set of body ideals to get to a happy medium, trying to take care of my body without being concerned by my weight or the concepts of good and bad foods. I still have days on which that doesn't work, and I'll steer in one direction a bit too far, but I always try to find that happy medium. In any case, good luck, I'm sure you'll do great. Edit, formatting. I'm eating the foods that will give me more and better years of life and working out for the same reason plus to be stronger. I mean I had donuts for breakfast today but I'm hitting the gym hard later and I'm craving healthy foods because things like donuts don't make me feel good anymore. It's just a whole lifestyle change that changes your mindset. Build the habits then don't think about it. It's like brushing your teeth. I focus on strength. I feel best about myself when I know my body can accomplish certain measurable goals that have nothing to do with the scale. Weightlifting really helped me here because I focused more on things like I lifted 10 more pounds this week. Then I lost 2 more pounds this week. I never try to lose weight. I pay attention to what makes my body feel better or worse, past immediate gratification/carb highs, and try to keep out the things that make my chronic pain, reflux, and other issues worse. Being body positive to me means loving it enough to treat it right. For me, that looks like cutting refined foods and empty carbs, mostly. The effect is slow weight loss, so it works out. I never look at weight. Once I do, it's easy to start trying to game the system by starving or other unhealthy habits. Instead, I look at how active I am and if I am eating healthy. I look at it as treating myself right. My body feels good when I eat lots of fresh foods and when I hike and swim long distances, so I try to be the kind of person who likes those things. It sucks at first, but I tell myself I'll enjoy it if I keep at it. I also read books about the nature of food, food marketing, and the human mind and human body, so it's easier to see my actions and what is happening to my body in context. Mind you though, I don't have a family or personal history of overeating, And I was raised in an environment with lots of fresh food, so it might not be easy for everyone else to feel this way. My best friend has struggled with weight problems for nearly 20 years, and she finds it difficult to orient her mind this way because all the shame associated with being overweight gets in the way. It's a more complicated issue for some. Pick a non-weight-based goal and have the majority of your thoughts shift towards that goal. I'm talking about fitness specifically. I want to lift this much. I want to run this far. You get the idea. You might find that your weight loss journey/maintenance is a more positive and less stressful experience. You change the goals. I'm working to be fitter and stronger, and I want to accomplish athletic feats because it makes me feel good. All of these have a side benefit of losing fat and gaining muscles, so not only do I feel more confident, I'm also happier with how I look. But it's not about a number on a scale either. Building muscle means my weight might not go down as fast, but I can see the difference anyway. The downside to body positivity that people rarely talk about is that it makes a lot of women feel guilty for having low self-esteem. They say that trying to change your body is an unreasonable and unrealistic desire, but how is changing your emotions any easier? My viewpoint is, you shouldn't attach your self-worth to your physical appearance. But you also shouldn't have to think that your body is perfect and beautiful to achieve that. Even if you lose the weight, you might not be totally happy with how you look. Also, there's nothing wrong with wanting to look good, as long as you don't go to harmful measures to reach it. Do you feel bad for wearing makeup, or doing skincare, or following basic grooming? I assume you at least do the latter. You'd probably say that you're just trying to be the best version of yourself. Apply that to your body. That said, maybe it will be better for you to shift the focus over to your health rather than your looks. Lose weight because it's easier on your body and lowers your risk of health problems in the future. And if applicable, will reduce certain health problems you have now. A lot of body-positive advocates change their tune on weight loss when their weight starts causing health problems, while still holding on to their body-positive ideals. Maybe reading from some of them will help you feel better. Well, I'm actually in the same mindset, but the best for someone like us is to think I want to lose weight for my health cause I love myself. That's why someone should usually love their body before trying to lose weight. I wanted to lose weight, 85 kilograms greater than 65 kilograms, 187 pounds greater than 143 pounds, because my weight was getting in the way of my life goals. I wanted to do things like hiking, running, etc., but my weight made me too self-conscious to do those things confidently. I wore out faster than I should have for being 23. I wasn't healthy, and I wanted to be. The funny thing is, I never saw myself as particularly overweight at the time. Looking back on old pictures, I'm surprised how big I was. As I put more and more effort into myself, I felt like I was earning my place in the world. It wasn't so much about being skinny, I wouldn't even say I was skinny now. But I was putting in the effort to be healthier, fitter, and it made me feel valuable. Generally, the number on the scale doesn't really bother me. Some days it does, but not usually. I'm far more excited by the other things I've achieved. I ran for 23 minutes straight, I do rock climbing, I improved at yoga. My resting heart rate improved. My periods have improved. I lost a cup size and I feel more confident. I'm out doing things again, and that makes me happy. My body is healthier, and I feel better for it. Removed. What helped me so much with mindset is cleaner eating and just knowing I'm treating my body better overall. Anything is horrible in excess, so just a little treat here and there wasn't bad. I watch this super helpful woman on YouTube, Danny Spies. She's the best inspiration I've had. Especially her say no more to dieting, we are human and stuff happens, love yourself attitude. How do you be happy with how you look but still be working towards making decisions that change how you look? Live a healthier lifestyle. Good luck. Don't associate losing weight with looking better. Associate it with being healthier. The concepts are intertwined, but you need to stop using looks as the primary motivation to diet, and rather see it as a convenient side effect, while the primary thing is health. When you want to eat a pizza, think about what that does to your body, and what other things you can eat to both be less hungry and be healthier than with a pizza. Also, learn some healthy but tasty recipes, so if you want to treat yourself you can have something nice at home, instead of defaulting to junk/fast food. I'm going through this myself. My first bit of advice is to try to shift focus on how you feel. How your body feels when you have a more nutritious meal. How you feel after a workout. How you feel when your clothes start to fit differently. My personal trainer always tells me to not worry about the scale so much as how my clothes fit, and it's pretty effective. When you shift perspective to how you feel over how you look, I think it encourages the body positivity more. Like, yeah, I'm getting so strong. I feel satisfied after this delicious and nutritious meal. Because when you do that, you're showing your body that you love it and want it to be healthy. I look at myself differently now that I'm thinking this way. Yeah, I've still got back fat and belly fat I wanted to get rid of for my own vanity, but I'm stronger than I've ever been in my life. You can still have the pizza or whatever makes you happy, just gotta find that happy place of moderation. No matter what the scale says, you can and will still be sexy. It sounds cheesy, but flirt with yourself in the mirror. Toss your hair around, check out your own butt, find those things that make you say damn I'm fine and own it. Discipline. You gotta want it. When that negative voice in your head feels like putting in a 2 cents, you gotta go do what it's telling you not to. I have lost over 90 pounds this summer and I feel healthier than I ever have. It's worth it to stick to your goals. It's crazy that you posted this because I'm in middle of working on this myself. I remind myself that my curves are beautiful. Also, I don't stress over doing some super strict diet. I'm working on maintaining a balanced diet. Like if I want a cookie I can have one, but I'm not going to eat them all day. I've made a simple schedule for my workout routine. I've noticed that when I have a strict workout planned for every day, I fail. So instead I work out on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday and I go on my rowing machine for 10 minutes. Once that gets easy I'll up it to 15 minutes and so on and so forth. Love yourself for the way that you are, while also loving yourself enough to take care of yourself. Much love. Forget your appearances for a second and think about making your insides healthier. A good diet has a huge impact on stuff like cholesterol, blood pressure, heart health, basically all the things you can't see but are super important. Don't destroy your body from the inside. It gets harder to repair as you get older. I take up small habits that require me to experience my body in ways where weight is not a factor. Where I cannot avoid thinking of my size, I learn to face it in my own way. For loving myself at whatever weight, I get decent quality unscented lotion. Shea or coconut work well for me, and I apply lotion all over after a shower, even if I'm running late. It's good for my skin and requires petting my entire body, so I learned not to flinch at her and to know what was going on with my body. I wear perfumes I love. I learned how to apply makeup properly and built up a little set of my favorite basics. Example, Too Faced has quality eyeshadow palettes that smell like food. A couple Christmases ago I got myself the chocolate bar palette, and this year for my birthday I got the tickled peach. For facing my actual size, at my highest weight I found I had nothing I could wear comfortably and decided I needed to dress this body, not some fantasy body. I thought of my body like she was another person I had to care for. So I researched clothing I could fit into. I liked universal standards stretch/leather skirt, tee-dress, and basic tops. I liked towards bralettes and work pants. I learned which thrift stores in my area were more likely to have my sizes. Slowly, I had clothes again and felt so much more comfortable in the world. My mindset has been to maintain my health. I make sure to get exercise in when I can, stairs instead of elevator, walk across campus for lunch, park further away. Then when eating, have I eaten protein, veggies, and fruit? Sure, have some chocolate. But life is too short for bad chocolate, so eat the good stuff. Small things add up. By getting enough sleep and managing stress can even help with weight loss. This way you are trying to maintain health and you might lose weight as a side effect. Best of luck. I'm currently in the process of eating disorder therapy, so the most powerful takeaway is food is nutrition. Food is not a demon, or something to be feared, or something to be desired, or something to be ashamed to eat, or something to take self-worth in. Food is not our identify, and food is something that just goes in your mouth and nourishes you. Food is just food. So in the process of learning to deal with binge eating, I was taught to stop giving food so much power over my mood, my self-worth, and allowing it to soothe my emotions. So as far being body positive, feed your body regular, balanced meals. Stop aggressively starving yourself, trying fad diets, and other crazy things to lose weight, like using drugs and aggressively exercising as an offset to eating food. Once you start eating balanced meals that satisfy your need for nutrition to give your body what it needs to feel healthy and nourished, The need to binge and that starving feelings goes away. That is body positive, giving yourself the nutrition you need to feel healthy and good and giving yourself self-care. Letting yourself wear clothes that fit, no matter what the number on the label says. Being comfortable at work, home, and school is 100% better trying to squeeze yourself into painful, restricting clothes. And finally, remember that a number on the scale does not reflect the health of your body. Weight fluctuates due to hormones, salt intake, meds you take, how much water you drink, and how much you poo. It is never a solid indicator of gaining or losing actual fat or muscles. So waking up and letting a 2-pound gain right before your period from a cheap, home scale dictate your entire emotional outlook and will make you restrict the basic nutrition your body needs to make all of you feel good is not body positive. Just as much as eating an extra piece of cake doesn't make you a bad human being. Body positive is taking good care of your body and giving it the things it needs to be healthy, strong, and comfortable in everything you do, even if you have to dress nice for work, always comfortable and confident. Now if you are dealing with actual, clinical binge eating, large amounts of food, in binges, such as a family of 4 might eat, in a short time, sometimes even in a trance-like state, needs to be treated by a doctor at a reputable eating disorder clinic. You either have the mindset of I hate how I look so I want to change or I like the way I look so I want to maintain/improve. Finally changing mindset from beauty to health was really convincing for me. My suggestion, don't wait until you get older, like I did, to realize the importance of being truly healthy, prevent degenerative disease such as acid reflux, insulin resistance, pre-diabetes, diabetes 2, thyroid problems, kidney problems, hypertension, arthritis, chronic joint pain, MS, eczema, Alzheimer's, some cancers, POJ, etc. I found a very low-carb way of eating, read keto here, rebalanced my metabolism and the shape of my body started changing while also making positive change in health markers like normal blood glucose and blood pressure, not to mention vanishing wrinkles and great hair again. Your body is the most precious possession because it is irreplaceable, but it needs daily maintenance that only a balance of good foods can give. Do an exercise that makes you feel cool and powerful. Getting stronger, running further, this helps me feel good about myself. I also think it's worth remembering that eating your greens is part of self-care. Treats can be a good pick-me-up, but if you eat pizza for every meal you'll naturally feel like shit, and is that positivity? Salads and pizza both have a place in treating your body with love and respect. Along with exercising your brain to appreciate the beauty you already have, you could focus on the utility of improving your fitness and health rather than trying to achieve a certain image. Also consider your needs and wants and setting realistic, practical goals for that, executing those goals by exploring tasty healthy food, even better if you can practice making the dishes yourself from whole ingredients, and physical activities you consider to be fun. Also don't pursue perfection but rather focus on improvement and personal growth. I hope that helps. Good luck. You tell yourself, I'm tired of being sick and tired. You didn't get fat overnight, so stop thinking you need to get skinny overnight. Take baby steps, diet soda, sugar-free cookies, thin and crispy pizza, low-fat cheese. Cut out the things you eat emotionally. I'm a big girl too and I'm short. So even when I win the battle I feel like I lose the war. You can be healthy with exercise, diet and lots of support from people who don't try to keep you overweight. Best of luck to you. Also, you have to want to do it for yourself. If you would take a bullet for your family, push that food away for them. And live your best life, Purple Heart, Blue Heart. I'm on the same journey as you. The power is in the positive thinking. I always struggled to lose the 10 to 15 pounds I wanted to in my 20s, but it didn't hit me until I went to a health assessment my employers put on a few years ago that I realized I really needed to aim for a healthier lifestyle. When I changed my mindset to that, I got to work with a food diary which was really eye-opening. I did it for a month and it kept me on track on pursuing a healthier lifestyle, which then led me to food goals. I wanted to incorporate more fresh veggies and less processed foods. I also needed to exercise. I grew up in an Asian household where studying was valued over everything else, so I never did sports, go to camp or learn the importance of physical fitness. It was also around the time when I started pursuing a healthier diet that my dad really needed my help with his taxes, medical insurance, etc. I went through his medical receipts which showed how he never changed his lifestyle, and sadly he now has a number of health problems, some of them like heart disease which run in my family. All of these amounted to a wake-up call for me. I stopped caring about the weight loss part and wanted to develop healthy habits. Instead of counting calories, I focused on my food goals. As someone who never exercised in my life, I pushed myself into a treadmill and started running. I could barely get through a mile during my first few days, but I kept dragging myself to the gym and it all got easier. I didn't even notice that I shed the 15 pounds until my friends pointed it out. Took about 3 to 4 months, but I all credit it to changing my mindset. I take the approach of feed the muscle, starve the fat. Okay, so for me there are a couple of things going through my head. Firstly, my physical health is more important than my appearance. I would rather have a good heart and blood pressure and all that other stuff than a washboard stomach. I will never be super thin, because I don't have the genes for that. Even at my thinnest as a kid I still had hips and boobs. I want to lose weight. I know I need to lose weight. But I refuse to be miserable. I refuse to be body shamed. I refuse to think there is something wrong with me, that I am undesirable. I've stopped weighing myself cause it only made me upset. Instead I have a personal trainer who happily measures me, which I find much less upsetting than the scales and feel like is more accurate than the scales. I also discovered Lizzo and her videos lately. Her videos made me want to cry. I am smaller than Lizzo. I was stunned to see a woman of her size dress scantily and prance around surrounded by women who have my body type. It actually made me want to cry. So many organizations body shame. It upsets me so much. I know I'm overweight. I know. I don't need to see a giant billboard on the side of a bus of a big guy grabbing his stomach to drive that home even further. Lizzo's videos make me feel sexy, make me feel like I am okay and that I shouldn't be ashamed of my body shape while I am on the journey to losing weight. Health and mental health is way more important than having a flat stomach and a thigh gap. Find something active you like doing. Realize food is fuel, but indulging every once in a while is also healthy. Eat what you like. Results will follow. I think look at it more than just trying to lose weight and make sure those reasons are for you. Realistically, I'm never gonna look like an egg model, but my knees will stop hurting, I'll feel at home in my body again, and I'll be at a healthy weight. Also, there's a fine line between being conscious of your choices and becoming obsessive. Being conscious is healthy and body positive because you're trying to take care of your body and mental health by not being hard on yourself. If you obsess over the scale and are hard on yourself for not eating clean all the time, then you aren't helping yourself in any way and you're more likely to give up the second everything isn't perfect. The goal is to be able to live a realistic life where you eat well but can go out to eat on occasion without hating yourself. There are no good or bad foods. It's all about establishing healthy habits and a healthy mindset to get you there. Everyone's journey is different, so educate yourself on how to get to your goal, but don't take every piece of advice you get as the law for getting there. Maybe don't focus on losing weight at all. Pick a goal or a challenge, like running a 5K or not drinking soda/alcohol for a month or something like that. Just something you can achieve without killing yourself to be a little healthier for a bit, then see how you feel after you accomplish the goal and add on to it. After you do that first 5K, you may realize you like how running makes you feel or how reaching the goal makes you proud of yourself. Losing weight puts a lot of stress and anxiety on people, and it's easy to give up when that's your goal, but there's a million of little things you can do to help be a little healthier and get you into a healthier lifestyle, which will last longer than just wanting to lose a few pounds. You can love yourself and how you look and still want a healthier lifestyle. I just like to remember how much better I feel when I eat better. Just noticing the difference in the way you feel after a greasy meal, nauseous, fatigued, bloated/stomach pain, versus a cleaner meal, energized, happier, comfortably full. Getting to a healthy weight is just a bonus, but it should be all about realizing how much happier you are and how much more energy you have when you feed your body clean/whole food smile. It's easier when it's not about losing weight. I had an eating disorder and also ate very unhealthily. A lot of processed and snack foods. Now that I'm recovering, I am trying to think of it as eating healthier. I try to eat good real foods and I try to cook more than I eat processed foods. It's about framing it as eating healthier. The goal should be getting your body to feel as healthy and strong as possible. That's what working out becomes about too. Getting strong and feeling good. It's hard work though, lol. I struggle with it all the time. But it's helpful for maintaining body positivity and health. I think about power and cleanliness a lot. As in, I am going to the gym because my body will work the way evolution intended, I will be able to outrun things, I will be able to stand my ground if ever attacked, or at least put up a hell of a fight. These plants are giving my body the nutrients it needs so my organs work at peak. I do not need to resort to base attitudes of killing a living thing to provide my body sustenance. I am ceding my power to kill a living thing, sparing the lives of animals and helping my fellow human in caring for this world. My body is a temple blah blah blah. No offense to the meat eaters, I'm not a full vegan, but you gotta admit we need to cool it a bit on the agricultural industry. These attitudes and thoughts make me feel good about myself, like I am making a difference in the wider world by caring for myself. So not only do I think I look good, but I am carrying my space and presence in the world in a way that's respectable as well. Sound body, sound mind type of thing. Edit to say, running around in nature also helps me. I feel as though as I run a trail I am really connecting to my environment. Makes me feel like I'm supposed to be here, no matter what my size is. In my opinion the mindset should be, I want to have a specific kind of body and I will work to get there / maintain it, regardless of the specific kind of body. You don't have to like the kind of body you have currently. Not losing weight because of appearance solely. I think that the main focus of losing weight, and gaining, is being healthy. You are beautiful and can feel beautiful at every size, that's on you, and that's the better approach or you'll hate your body, but you can't be healthy at every size, and that's not wrong. It's not about appearance, it's about breathing correctly, having enough vitamins, not putting your body through the thick and thin. And if you like yourself in one way than another that's great, you don't need to like everything. I'm good just the way I am and so you eat unhealthy, which is going to make you unhappy in the long run. Even if you convince yourself you like the way you are, subconsciously it will eventually hurt you, because others won't see you that way. Also eating crap food and unbalanced diet will definitely have an impact on how you feel physically / mentally in my experience. So my advice would be to eat healthy, exercise, put in the effort to change your body for the better, and yes it may take a long time but that's not the point. Being unhealthy is nothing to be ashamed of, but staying unhealthy is. You can be positive about your body and knowing that you are actively changing it. Check out water fasting. I'm serious, it will encourage a body positive mindset naturally. And you get instant results. You literally get on the scale every day and are a pound lighter. By day 4, zero hunger. Message me if you have any questions, happy to help. I wish I'd known about it 10 years ago. If you're happy the way you look there's no reason to change how you look.